What I have to share with you right now on this video is going to be incredibly important, very interesting, and it's going to also let you understand what is going on. So please don't pay attention to what they are saying in Fox, don't pay attention to what they are saying in MSNBC or CNN. Focus on what I'm going to be teaching you right now and what you're going to be learning, and you're going to understand exactly how things work. I've been predicting a number of things. I am a trend hunter. I am a trend advisor for a number of companies, and I can let you see what exactly is going to be happening here. So watch this entire video because I'm going to be sharing with you stuff that hardly anybody shares with you. So we're going to be using a website that is called 270 to Win. This is a very interesting website because you can play a little bit around what's going to be happening, and you have a map and there's a lot of information and whatever. But now I'm going to be using this map to show you exactly what's going to be happening in November 3rd. Please bear in mind that the United States, if you're not American, they don't have just a popular election, they have an electoral college. That means that the states which have a big population are going to have more electoral votes than the ones that have a lower population. So for example, in this case, California has 55 votes, while Hawaii has only 4 electoral votes. So let me just first of all jump into this map, which I think is incredibly interesting. For the past 20 years, this is more or less how Republicans and Democrats go into an election. Most of the elections, the Democrats go with around 195 electoral votes, which means that they are the states which have already almost secured that they're going to be voting Democrat, and the Republicans have gone with 179 votes, which are going to be almost sure that they're going to be voting Republican. And there's 164 votes for takes, whoever actually wins those. So in reality, we are not competing for 270, we are competing for less than that. So now, if we see Barack Obama 2012 election, this is how he won. He won with 332 votes against Mitt Romney. So as you can see, this is how it played on that election. Now, if we go before the election of Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump, this is how it was before the election. This is more or less how it used to be, and we didn't really know exactly what was going to be happening. But as you can see, the Democrats went with 201, the Republicans went with 204. Very close. Now, very important, this election, it's very different than the election of 2020. Let me show you why. If we actually see how it ended up, you can see that the Republicans swiped 306 votes and the Democrats 232 votes, even though Hillary Clinton won the popular vote. Now, why is this important? Because at this point in 2016, there was a leaving president. Barack Obama was actually leaving the White House, and there was no incumbent president. That makes the election very different to what it is right now. Right now, the incumbent president is Donald Trump. So the way that you actually play this election game, it's completely different. So now let's go to the blank map. In this blank map, I'm going to show you what I think is going to happen. Once again, I'm not going to show you my political affiliation or my political interest or my political beliefs. I'm just going to go straight into what I feel it's going to happen. So let's start first of all filling up the states in blue, which are favoring or most likely are going to go Democrats. So let's start with Washington, Oregon, California, Nevada, New Mexico, Hawaii, and then we're going to go to Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, New Jersey, Delaware, Maryland, District of Columbia, and New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Pennsylvania. So right now, this is what I think it is right now, which is going to go blue. So right now, the Democrats are going with 197 votes. That's an important thing for you to know. So now let's go, what are going to be the Republicans going through this election? So let's go, first of all, to Montana, Idaho, Wyoming, Utah, Alaska, then North Dakota, South Dakota, then Kansas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Missouri, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, South Carolina, North Carolina, Tennessee, Kentucky, and West Virginia. So as we can see here, there's a big difference. I mean, right now, this is what I think it's going to go. Red. So now let's just actually, I just forgot one. Blue, which is going to be Illinois. I've forgotten that one, Illinois. So now we are exactly how we should be at this point in time. So the Democrats are going with 217 votes, and the Republicans are going with 125. So now let's go and go for states which I think are going to be leaning into the red. That means that they're going to be leaning Republicans. That means that there's a possibility that they're going to be winning. And that, of course, we're going to go to Texas, which of course they're saying that it's too close to call, but I still believe that it's going to go red. We're going to go to Florida, which is in a very similar condition. We're going to go to Georgia, which is in a similar condition. We are going to go to Indiana. We're going to go to Iowa. And we are going to go to Nebraska. Now, the moment that we get here to Nebraska, we have to also tell you that they have a split vote system in Nebraska and Maine, which means that the state is going to go red, but the 3rd congressional district in Nebraska is going to go. It's going to most likely go blue. So I'm going to put this one in the blue column for the Democrats. Now, same thing happens in Maine. So in Maine, what I believe is they are going to go, the state is going to go blue, but the 2 congressional districts are going to go red. So this is more or less how it is going to go. Now, let's go into other states which I believe very strongly are going to go into the Democrats. And this is going to be Virginia, this is going to be Ohio, Michigan, Wisconsin, Minnesota, Colorado, Arizona, and then this one, I'm not really sure if Iowa is going to go blue or red, but just for the sake of the example, just let's say that it's going to go red and Donald Trump is going to have it on his pocket. So now what we see here is that the Democrats are getting 307 votes and 231 votes for the Republicans, which means that Joe Biden is going to be the next president. Now, this is, of course, just a calculation. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to say, there's no way that this is going to happen. This is absolutely crazy. You're wrong. And this is crazy. Okay, well, it might be. But let's just take into consideration that 25,000 different simulations have been run. And with all the data that has been provided, and what we're going to do right now, which is the second thing that hardly anybody shows you, we're going to run a few simulations. Remember, there's 25,000, so you could be here for hours. I have been just checking simulation after simulation after simulation after simulation, and this is what happens. So we click here, run the first simulation, and now in this one it seems that Trump is winning, but then again Biden goes there and Biden crosses the line. And let's just run one last simulation. Remember, there's 25,000 simulations, and I've been running simulations for half an hour, 45 minutes, and every single time the simulation goes into exactly the same results or similar results. Let's see this last simulation. And once again, 413 against 125. So am I saying that this is going to be exactly what's going to happen? Obviously not. This is speculation because every poll is based on speculation. Bear in mind, polls are only people that are saying, yes, I'm going to vote for the Democrats, or I'm going to vote for the Republicans. But there's many people which are not saying anything. So how would you actually get to know exactly what's going to be happening? That I'm going to be covering in the next video. Now, if you like this video, please make sure to give us a comment. Let us know what you think. Please give us a like or a dislike, whatever you think is fine. And right now, there should be a video appearing on your screen so that you will be able to click on it and find out exactly what are those 2 elements that I have not covered on this video. I hope that you have enjoyed this video and see you on the following video.